Paul, good to see you. Firstly, we were speaking to some of the other players this week, Anthony O'Connor and Jacob Butterfield, and they said there's been a few different things added around the place, a few pictures have gone up and what have you. What difference has that made?
Yeah, the gaffers, I think the gaffers made it quite clear that he wanted to try and improve the training ground. As you can see, there's photos around the training ground. Just bits and pieces. I think he got tidied the canteen up a bit, just added little bits of like sort of memorabilia about the place and photos and stuff like that, and it just kind of reminds you the size of club you're playing for.
Yeah, what does it say about him and how he goes about his business?
I don't know, to be honest. He obviously just sees that he's looking for improvement around the place. If he can get as much improved behind the scenes, then it'll help the players on the pitch. I think that's the way he's looking at it, and we're enjoying it. We've got a couple of new things like stickers up for where we small things like that where we change and stuff like that, but it's a little bit more personalised.
And on the pitch, you've got another experienced face in Jacob Butterfield having arrived too, along with, obviously with yourself recently. What difference has that made this week? Yeah,
it's been good. Jacob's a top player. He's played Championship for quite a lot of his career. So the more players of that calibre you can get in, then the better it is for everyone around the squad. So I obviously don't know if he's starting at the weekend or whatever, but I'm sure when he gets in the team, he'll show his qualities.
Look at the table now, it's incredible. Probably even in the time you've been here, Paul, there's 5 points between where yourselves are and say Scunny, who are in 14th, I think it is at the moment. What's been the most significant aspect to that change to actually bridge that gap?
Since I've come in, I've not really caught on to the doom and gloom that was supposedly this dull cloud above the club. When I first came in, it was well reported that was the case, but I've not seen that from inside. From the day I came in, the training's been positive. There's been smiles and faces. Don't get me wrong, there's been ups, there's been downs, but tell me a football club that don't get that in a full season. Do you know what I mean? So we're on the up at the moment. I think the last 9 games, I think we've won 6, drawn 2 and lost 1 or something like that. So we're doing all right, but we just need to look after ourselves and not worry about anybody else.
What have you brought here, would you say, Paul?
Hopefully a calming influence at times on the pitch. That little bit of game knowledge, bit of know-how, hopefully. And hopefully quality at times, experience, and hopefully that's rubbing off on other players.
Bit of toughness as well, would you say?
I don't know about toughness. Possibly.
Possibly. I've never seen you play at Birmingham, place like that, you know. So.
Yeah, possibly. I think I got booked my first 3 or 4 games for tackles, which I'm not really known for, to be honest. But the older I get, maybe the more cynical I need to be.
But what about David? What sort of standards has he set on the pitch for you? I mean, would you class him right up there in terms of some of the people that you've played for?
Yeah, of course. His standards are really high. He won 2 back-to-back promotions in Scotland, so he's always had this winning feeling. He's always had this winning formula. So training's tough on a daily basis. It's tough. I think the ones that were here at the start of the season have realised that they weren't quite as fit as they should have been, and the standard the manager wanted them to be at. And to be honest, I think we're there now. You can see, only goes last week against Shrewsbury, how we go right to the final whistle. So that's credit to the manager and the coaching staff and the fitness staff at the club for keeping us fit, getting us fitter. And I think the manager just looks for, if you give him 100%, then he'll do anything for you.
And so is it him really that does the job of convincing you to come here? Because especially when you arrived, they were in a worse position. It might not look the most attractive proposition.
Yeah, it's difficult. I found it difficult when I didn't have a club. Just through lots of things, age and stuff like that, and budgets and things like that. So when I first came in, I enjoyed it under the manager, and I trained that week, done fairly well, and then there was talks ongoing for a couple of weeks. But yeah, it was obviously down to the manager. It was down to the size of the club. It was down to playing at Valley Parade in front of between 16 and 20,000 fans on a weekly basis. So there was a numerous amount of things.
And what about facing Joey Barton's Fleetwood Town? What are you expecting?
Yeah, I've played against Joey Barton a few times when he was at QPR and I was at Birmingham. A couple of times I'd played centre mid for Birmingham directly against him, so if his team's anything like the way he plays, then it'll be a tough game. They'll be up for it. They'll be fighting for every ball. Should be a classic League One tough game, I think. But we've got to try and match that first and foremost, and then add that little bit of quality, and especially with the front players we've got, I think we can do that.
And finally, for me, how big a feeling would it be to be out of that bottom four? I know it's happened briefly, didn't it? But
yeah, well, listen, I'll be lying if I said it wouldn't be better than being in the bottom four, but I think as a club as a whole, I think we just need to look after ourselves first and foremost. Just do what's best for Bradford City. Don't worry about any other results. If we keep getting the results that we know we can get, then at the end of the season the table doesn't lie. So we're confident inside this building that we can get safe and get further up the table.